So anyways, fast forward, that was March 2011 we started it. In March 2012, a year later, we sold it for over $1 million. And that was like our
1 year.
1 year.
Okay, so now for the lesson that all the ladies have been waiting for. The one and only Ben Dolgoff.
Oh,
so I've known Ben for like about a year?
About a year, yeah.
About a year now.
Yeah, time goes fast.
Ben, you've gone from just some guy to Saigon nightlife impresario.
Get out of here.
Just wheeling and dealing.
Trying.
I mean, when you walk into a club, everybody knows your name.
Better or for worse?
For better or for worse.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not always said.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Sometimes
sure.
Fuck that guy Ben.
Exactly.
But they know.
Exactly.
They know Ben.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. So you came here.
Yeah.
So when you came here, you didn't know anybody, right? Here, Saigon.
Didn't know anybody. No. So it's an interesting story. Right? I was thinking about this the other day. So when I was younger, I had a startup in Boston, and there was a Vietnamese girl that was a foreign exchange student. Okay. Her name was V. She was from Ho Chi Minh. So she started working for me. We became very close. Eventually, I sold my company. She ended up moving back to Vietnam. A couple of years later, we connect. And she's like, hey, Ben, come out to Vietnam. Check it out. So at the time, me and my business partner came out here. That was
How old were you?
That was about 4 years ago. 27
ago,
or so.
27.
And because of that, like I just love Vietnam. I went there. I went to Thailand and Malaysia, KL. And I just fell in love with Vietnam and Ho Chi Minh particularly. And I don't think I would have came here. You know, it's usually not in the U.S. You're like, hey, let's go to Vietnam until she said it, right?
Yeah, most people think of the war.
Yeah, right. So when I came out here, you know, I was just like shocked, and I loved it. And I thank V for that, for like getting me to come out here. But yeah, that's the only person I really knew.
Okay.
And you know, we still hang out, not as much now, but at the time it was good. You know, you get that one person that helps you to start to meet friends, and you keep branching out from there.
Yeah, definitely. So before you came to Vietnam,
sure, yeah,
you're from Boston.
So I'm from Boston. Yeah, so I'm 31 now. I'm from Boston, and I was
85.
85, yeah. So I was doing startups, right?
Yeah.
So I was working finance major. I'll give you the whole background, short and sweet. Finance major, was working in a bank. Hated the job, hated the 9 to 5, hated the suit and tie. Wanted to do
what kind of
something
bank?
different.
Commercial
Wealth
bank?
management.
Wealth management.
Yeah. So it's horrible, fucking horrible. And like, you know, you go there and you see everybody, the managers and stuff. They all say like, and they're all miserable, and like you can tell they haven't moved up in the ranks for years. And they used to, but I remember they used to always say like, I wish I would have done that. Or I remember
anything.
There's one guy like when they're older now, kids and family, and it's tough to be a startup if you got kids and family. There's more commitment. And they used to tell me like, Ben, I wish I would have started this, or I wish I would have started this pizza place. And I remember just getting that drilled in my head all the time. Like and they were great people.
You're 21 or something.
Yeah, at that time, 22. Yeah. And I was just like, at that point, I was like, I just don't want to, and no offense to them, and they seemed like they were miserable. I just didn't want to be that guy that said, I wish I would have, right?
Yeah.
So that kind of I always wanted to, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I didn't want to have a boss my whole life. I never understood why people work their life so much, so hard, and then when they're 65, maybe they can travel, right? Maybe they can do that, where you don't know, nothing's guaranteed in this life, right? Health and whatnot. So I always said I wanted to be able to like do something I love. And I always thought I loved travel. I do love travel now, but knowing then I didn't travel too much, but it always seemed so amazing.
Okay.
And I said, I really want to create a life where I can travel and work as well. So after Brown Brothers, Brown Brothers was a company I was working there. My business partner and I started an app called Peekaboo Mobile. It was all real-time deals and discounts. It's when like Groupon started to come out and they were getting big. And it wasn't group buying, but you could just show a deal on your phone to redeem it. We start working. It's going well in Boston.
Yeah,
in Boston, local thing. Yep. And it's starting to go well. And you have that key decision. Like we weren't making tons of money, but I saw the growth. I saw the traction, and everything comes down to opportunity cost. So yeah, I can stick with that safe job, those 40 hours a week.
So you're still working the job.
Still working the job, moonlighting, right?
Okay.
So 9 to 5.
It's a good way to start.
Yeah.
Good way to start.
9 to 5. I'm somebody's bitch, and then I go out, and now I'm a founder of a company, right? So like you got to do the 9 to 5, go back home, go to the gym, work until 3, 4 a.m. and do it over again.
Yeah.
So I started getting traction. Wasn't making a lot of money, but I saw the opportunity cost, and I go, if I can cut off these 40 hours, like it sucks, like it's a little scary. Like I'm making good money now, just got out of college, and Mike, my business partner at the time, we decided to like, all right, we got to take a chance at this because we saw it growing. And I still remember I like went downstairs for my office. And I called my dad. I was 21, 22. And I was like crying on the phone. I was like, Dad, like, well, after I was crying after, I was like, Dad, like, I really want to quit. This is what I'm doing. And now, he just paid for my tuition for 4 years. And I had finance major, and after all this, and I was there for about a year, Brown Brothers. And he goes, I'm like, what do you think? Is that okay, Dad? He goes, do what you think's best. And I remember I was like crying. I went upstairs, told my manager I want to quit, gave him the notice. And after that, man, things just kind of took off, So when you have that opportunity cost, now when I took that full 40 hours and put it all into Peekaboo, things went really well from there. Everything went kind of so fast. We raised around from local angel investors of $100,000 at the time to like fuel sales and technology. And then, we started acquiring a lot of businesses. Everything was going really well, just Boston based. And a year later, so that was 2011.
Acquiring other businesses, they're doing the same thing as you. Other apps,
acquiring businesses that were partnering with us. So acquiring more restaurants, deals, acquiring more shops, or whatnot. So, anyways, fast forward. That was March 2011. We started it. In March 2012, a year later, we sold it for over $1 million, and that was like our
1 year.
1 year. Like basically 1 year. 1 year.
Fantastic, man.
It was amazing, right? And we made a good chunk of money out of it. We had investors too. They got a return. But it was like the first time I saw like, wow, like there's this whole other life, right? Like it's not. And there's a little bit of luck too. The guy we met,
There's always luck.
Of course.
I mean, like.
But like it was amazing because that was the first like eye opener that I saw that like, hey, you don't have to do the 9 to 5 all the time. Like there's not this.
You can make money.
There's not this whole like path you have to follow.
Yeah.
And from there, everything just kind of, my whole mind was like open. But it's interesting because I always thought when I was younger, money. I was like, you know what, man, I want to have a yacht with tons of girls and I want to have all this money. And I remember.
And now you still want that.
Yeah, sure. I have it. No, I'm kidding. But little boat.
Invite me to that yacht.
It's a little toy boat in my bathtub.
You got the girls.
Yeah. So I remember I always thought like money would do it.
Yeah.
And then I remember after I sold my company, we had a lot of money. We were getting paid like $100,000 a year as a 22-year-old because the company that acquired us, they wanted us to bring on.
How long was your contract?
So a year.
Okay, 1 year.
So I remember $100,000 as a year. Plus we just made this money. I'm living in this nice condo in Boston.
You realize it's not
that much
money.
It was fucking miserable though. And I remember it wasn't. I always thought it was the money, but it wasn't. It was the freedom. I don't like to get up at 7, 8 o'clock. I don't work well. I can't do anything before like 10 a.m. So I'm a night guy.
Yeah.
So they were getting mad because, our employees were getting at, if we weren't getting in before our employees and just stupid stuff, how we dressed up. And like, to me, my everything I knew was about like, let's work on our own schedule. Let's work how I'm productive. So anyways, that year went by. Left, and then from there we just kept making all these different apps. So we are affiliate marketing, similar to what you were doing, what you do. We had some e-commerce sites, but all passive income. And along those years, I was traveling. I had a girlfriend for a while, then I became single, and just traveling, making money using affiliate marketing. Never had like a team. It was always me and my business partner, Mike. Yeah, that's how I do it. Really small like that, right? So, that was going well. Everything was good, and then. I had a girlfriend for a while. I moved up from Boston to Nashville, bought some real estate. It was the first time I did that. And now I have some homes that I rent out on Airbnb. I was 20, I'd say 25, 26. Yeah, so that was really cool. That was a new thing for me, right? And again, I'm a big believer that life starts outside your comfort zone. So when you change, right? So I sold my company. Okay, all this cool stuff happened. Then I moved from Boston to Nashville with a girl, which is a little risky. But it worked out. Not now, but at the time it was good. And then like I learned about real estate and I met new people and I surrounded myself with smart, fun, interesting people. And they taught me a lot. So I did that for a while. Then actually after I broke up with my girlfriend at the time, I moved to Costa Rica. So I'm talking a lot about this random stuff. But yeah, so...
It's Costa Rica for like tax person?
No, Costa Rica just for fun. And again, I think that's one of the things, like I can never complain about my life because... I've developed it or I've made it just like you, where I'm here because I want to be. Yeah. Anybody, if I ever complain and say, well, I'm not happy, then I have to fix it. I can't blame it on anybody else. Yeah. Right? And that's one thing when I was little, I always wanted. I wanted to take control of my life. Right? I don't want somebody to say, well, you have to do this or you have to be here to work. Everybody now they go find their job and then like that's where they live, even if they don't like the location. For me, I'm like, let's go live where I want, and then I'll find a job or I'll make money from there in my company, right? So that kind of opened up my eyes a lot. Costa Rica was beautiful. I visited a couple of times, loved it. So I had online companies out there in Costa Rica, and then I went to Vietnam to visit before that and just loved it. And then I was kind of on this thing where I was like, I want to live 3 months everywhere. I go 3 months to Vietnam.
You had an Instagram account for when you first came here.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you were doing, right?
Yeah. So I had this company. I'll say hobby. I had a company. So I'm a big believer that like everybody should live a life like me and you have.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. I think it's just like if you're just miserable every day going to a job that you hate, and I know you got to put your dues in sometimes, but like, man, there's so much more to life, right?
It's got to be at least for a purpose that you believe in. I mean, you're working toward your dream. You have some vision. Of course. Like everything's work. I mean, like nothing's always fun all the time.
No, of course.
And no place is always great all the time. But you gotta like, if it's supporting your vision,
sure.
Then
if it's one step closer, right?
Yeah,
it's never going to be overnight. It's just steps closer, right?
Yeah.
So when you say Instagram, so I had a company called Forever Vacation. And Forever Vacation was more of a hobby. It's still out there. I don't do much with it, and I should do, but I'm just been too busy now. But Forever Vacation was all about basically living a life you don't want to escape from. A vacation is an escape, right?
Yeah.
If you feel like you're always on vacation, that's how I feel now, right? It's a forever vacation. So, I had like some tutorials and some guides on how to create your own business and how to, basically make new friends when you're out into different countries and all this stuff. And Instagram I was using a lot. So it's funny, I actually piloted, it worked out a lot. I was doing Instagram ads. I had an ad on my Instagram that said, I'm coming to Vietnam with my face and the Vietnam flag. And I targeted Vietnamese and like, man, I put an ad out there and it was crazy, the response, which is another reason which kind of helped me to go here.
So you're advertising to people in your network or just people on Instagram?
Everything. Instagram, but targeted to Vietnam with the ads, right?
So just people who are users in Ho Chi Minh City or something, or just Vietnam.
Yeah. And I did a whole story about, it was an Instagram post where it said, I had my Snapchat code on it, like with my face in the middle, and I was like, I'm coming to Vietnam.
That's interesting.
And just
so you just had like Insta friends. So a lot of people direct message you or something.
Crazy.
It was like, hey, like let's hang out.
Crazy, because a lot of my stuff, like I would get maybe 500-600 likes on a photo, but maybe 10, 15, 20 comments. I got like 400 comments on it.
Nice.
It was crazy, right? But people were so kind. And I think back when I was younger, it was like your parents always said, like, don't talk to strangers online, be careful. But now, like, this is how people meet, right? This is like the market. So I had so many people that DM'd me and like wrote comments and they go, welcome. And here's a US guy basically saying he's going to move to Vietnam. And I kind of wanted to test it. I knew I was going to go, but I wanted to see.
Okay.
And it was fucking crazy, man. Like everybody was so welcoming. And even now, like with the Snapchat, when I first got there, some people knew me from following my account and like, the city, it's a big city, but it's still very small, right?
Yeah.
So that was a kind of like I'm going to be okay, right? But there was still a move. Like Costa Rica, still kind of US. You can get your football. You have all that. Time zone's not too crazy. It's a couple-hour flight. Here I'm on the other side of the world, right? But again, life starts outside your comfort zone. Moved here, but my goal wasn't to live here. It was going to stay here for 3 months and then go somewhere else.
When was that?
But
2 years ago?
Yeah, no, I've been here for a year and 2 months. So I was gonna do this thing where I was like, all right, forever vacation. I'll go 3 months here, 3 months here, and just keep moving. But the one thing I realized too is like, although like sometimes we hate routine, like comfort kills, we seek routine too, or comfort. So like, as much as me and you, we live in Vietnam, but we eat a lot of the same food. You have your routine, right? So you need some of that.
Yeah.
And I still want to break out. I still want to get out of my comfort zone, but basically, I started seeing, I was like, do I want to keep moving? I'm making friends and I see opportunity. That was the biggest thing. I see opportunity.
Great place, man.
No, man.
Good place to live.
People are amazing. Food's great. Like, just the culture's awesome. And I can't stress the people. Man, it's so cool. Like, it gets me sad, like, even thinking about it because, like, my team is so cool now.
Okay, so let's try about. So,
Yeah.
You came here. You're doing Instagram shit.
Yeah.
You're kind of like you're trying to make a name or trying to like go out there and do stuff, meet people.
I didn't know. I wanted to throw a couple things out there, right?
Put your name in the hat.
Test the water. Sure. Okay.
And so how did you get from there to Let's Party Vietnam?
Okay, so I had so my first company I started was Let's Party Vietnam.
Yeah.
So when we started, it was kind of like I just jumped into it. I fell into it, right?
Yeah.
I had Forever Vacation still going. And I had money from before, and I still had my houses that were doing well, knock on wood, for Airbnb and VRBO. I just wanted to have fun, man. Like, I want to meet cool people. I don't want to be that asshole foreigner that comes in and thinks he owns a new country and he's trying to be so cool. Like, I was really trying to make friends, but just have fun. And I started going to these nightclubs, and I would always have a couple girls around me, just friends. Yeah. And I'd be going out a lot. And so all of a sudden, people started saying, managers would contact me and say, hey, Ben, we'd love to invite you into blah, blah, blah. Come on over by 10 o'clock and, bring a couple friends. And they go, we're glad to give you a free bottle with mixers and whatnot. I go, okay, like, that's nice of them, right? And then another club would call me.
So then, let's just go there.
Yeah.
So the clubs don't normally call me up and offer me free bottles?
Yeah.
What was it?
Well, I didn't know at first, right? It was like, Ben was really...
Was it because of your Instagram account?
No, it was because of the girls.
Because of the girls.
So this is what I didn't know, right? So I started getting it, and then other people would text me and say, hey, Ben, you want to come over? We have some free bottles if you want. Bring your friends, right? Or whatever. Okay. So I started seeing that kind of the trick that nobody really tells you is all these clubs, they all have 3 to 5 free tables every night, right? In a club, especially in Vietnam. Westerners are a little bit different. Foreigners can be alone in a club, and it's not, even if it's not too crowded, if they're with their own group, it's okay. In Vietnam especially, like, you gotta, and like most places, you want to have a hot club. Nobody wants to go into an empty club. Yeah. So they will pay, or they will invite people for free stuff. They wanted me because I always had girls around, right? And again, just friends or whatever, hanging out. And I'd come out there, me, and 3, 4, 5, 6 girls. Okay. So that's kind of started seeing. I was like, okay, maybe how can we make money off of this? And then I just started meeting a lot of cool people, right? And I think for me, I'm not like a business planner. I'm not going to sit down and have a business plan. I like to adapt, right? Yeah. Move fast. So I started like managing DJs. I met DJs in the club and pretty girls, really pretty image and talented, but didn't know how to market themselves. So I started helping them out. And then
so you don't speak any Vietnamese?
No.
All the club owners speak English?
Yeah, a lot of the club owners do, or the managers or something.
So someone there.
And at that point, I had a lot of good friends around me. So that would help if I needed it. But, language barrier was never really an issue. I've never been like, because I have somebody that can help at least, right? Okay. So I started doing that, managing the DJs. They needed help. They didn't know how to get gigs. Okay, so then I would start getting them some gigs, but it was tough to get a lot of gigs. So I said, what do I need?
So you're contacting the managers of the club or something?
Managers, owners, yeah.
Be like, hey, I got this cool new DJ. Exactly. She's really hot. Give her a chance on a Tuesday night or something. Like,
and at first it wasn't always going well. So I go, you know what? If I can't get them to play, I can create an event. If I create an event, then I can tell which DJs I want, right? So I started creating an event. And the events, I started getting into it. I'm like, okay, I like that. It's cool.
How'd you get the people to come to your events?
Online marketing.
So on Facebook.
Facebook. And then I got into promoting a little bit, which I hate that word. It's such a dirty word. I'm not a promoter. There was times when... Marketer. But promoter is like a dirty word. Yeah. Like you see them out there, like, come to my club, come to my event. So we were doing all that. And at the end of the day, and I've even done marketing consulting. So for a lot of the clubs here, we'll do marketing for them. We'll manage their Facebook. We'll help them with even hiring, events, everything.
So why did they choose you? Why
I think at the end of the day, it's a good question, right? So first is competition. I don't think there's a lot of... So promoters here in Vietnam are basically people that ask friends. Like if you ever go to Las Vegas, you'll see people on the street hustling. Hey, here's my card. What's your number? Let me add you to the guest list. Yeah. Here they don't really have guest lists. Everything's table-based, right? And there's no really... Promoters don't get new leads online or when tourists are coming in or nothing. They basically invite friends. If you go to some of these clubs, you'll see the same people every day. It's a show-off culture. It's a beautiful culture, right? But they get the same people every day that are coming back. And the only way they're going to get new leads is if a friend refers or if they go to a new club and they try to meet somebody and try to steal them out. So for me, I knew that I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be that sleazy guy with a slick back hair promoter. I looked at the CPMs, the CPCs on Facebook, the advertising rates, and I was like, fuck. This is really low.
Really cheap, yeah. So
really cheap, right?
You can do
so yeah.
You get a few thousand leads for $20.
So I was like, let's start going after more Facebook targeted leads. Okay. So we started doing a whole bunch of stuff with that. So, but really, when I look at all these services, LPV, Let's Party Vietnam now, is we've done marketing for companies, we've done a lot for these nightclubs, but now I just want to be events. So the DJs, it wasn't worth my time.
So you just want to do events?
At first I was helping friends and the money's not there. So DJs, bye-bye, sorry. Marketing, I don't want to keep doing marketing consulting. I told you before, Mark Cuban always says when you take money from a client, they own you. Yeah. I don't want to do that. I feel like I have a boss again. So that's gone. So now we create events. Okay. And right now we have our Thirsty Thursday event that does 250 to 400 people every event, right? And it's every Thursday, and what we do really good, it's all online marketing.
And they spend money.
And it's all online marketing, right? Okay. So that's what I want to do. I want to launch another event.
Where's that? Spark?
Spark Nightclub, yeah.
Check it out. Thursdays.
It's good. But that's awesome, man. It's fun, and it's a great deal. Girls are free from 9:30 to 11:30. Guys are.
Girls. The drinks for girls are free.
Drinks are free, and guys are only less than $10, right? For free flow alcohol.
Okay.
So, but it's fun, right? And all of our parties.
Less than $10 free. What does that mean?
Free flow alcohol. So from 9:30 to 11:30, free beer, free cocktails.
Just 200,000.
200,000. Yeah.
Good deal.
It's good.
Okay.
So
Thursday.
See you. No, so it's been good, man. And now I want to create more events for that, right? And I love events, but I think there's we talk about this a lot. There's opportunity because there's not as much competition on Facebook. And at Facebook in Vietnam, they don't, they use Insta, they use Snapchat, but not as much as you know.
It's Facebook, man.
Facebook. And there's so much more to Facebook, not just a post and a boost.
They love it, man.
But the targeting, right? Yeah. And like the video content, just doing goofy stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing now with LPV. But as an entrepreneur, I have a problem sometimes, good or bad. I like to follow the shiny penny. When I see something new, and I want it. So nightlife was great, but I was getting tired. I was getting bags under my eyes. I was drinking a lot. And I said I wanted something more broad because nightclubs aren't always stable, a lot of turnover. So, I had Peekaboo back when I was younger. All deals on your phone.
So deals for local businesses, get 10% off this.
Yeah, buy one, get one, 20% off your tab, whatever, right? Okay. I did that already, and I sold it. And I start looking here, and I go I can see it here. There's not too much technology coming up here. I like for my consumer tech, I don't see tons of innovative. There's a couple of good companies that I see, but nothing crazy. And I see a wide market. I see access to Facebook marketing, tools that nobody are using. And I just see that you can get labor. I don't want to say cheap, but very low cost, right? Smart people, talented people. And I'm learning this. I never knew this before. So we start creating, Red Book, basically, which was a series of vouchers from the top restaurants, bars, and shops in Ho Chi Minh, right?
So you got here, it's free.
Yeah, free. We've rebranded now onto Red Book. So
for the pretty ladies.
Where's the pretty ladies?
Oh, there they are.
That's a bad one. Okay.
Okay, so they got a lot of sexy ladies in here.
Yeah, but that's
20% off. Is it underwear?
Underwear, yeah, it's a lingerie shop.
20% off pure lingerie.
Yeah, and we got restaurants, we got shops. Our next edition is going to be awesome. We have a refinery, Tuk Tuk, Urban Kitchen.
It's a lot of deals.
Tons of good places.
Where do you get this?
So it's free. You can go to our webbook.
Facebook.
I can't. Our website, redbookvn.com.
Redbookvn.com.
And just sign up for free. We deliver every Tuesday and Friday for free to your house. Businesses pay to be advertised, but consumers are free.
Cool, man.
So, but it's fun. And the why I want to do a voucher is because it's trackable.
Yeah.
Right? If I just put an advertisement. So print, although I've had these 9 companies, all digital, print was something I thought Vietnam needed.
Okay.
Because it's a little bit behind. But we're going to be launching an app out in a couple of weeks, which is going to have both print and mobile. Because I think you need both of them. So it's really exciting, man. And I'm still having new things, but I see the opportunity here and I love it.
Yeah, I think it's so cool because you came here, you're in 24 months in Vietnam.
Less.
And you're already wheeling and dealing. Man, I've been here 7 years, and you know way more than people.
People than you're successful. Stop it.
but seriously, dude, it's cool, man. That's cool. That's really cool.
I appreciate it.
You just you didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And you didn't worry about, I don't speak Vietnamese. I don't know this person.
No.
I don't have this. I don't have that. And you just kind of fucking did it.
Yeah.
And all these, you didn't have all these restaurant it's not like you ran a restaurant here or anything.
Sure.
And now you got every restaurant, all the best restaurants in town signed up.
But it's funny.
And that's as cool as you as a person.
I appreciate it. No, and I think, but we both work hard, but work smart. I got this message.
You work hard.
I got this message the other day. This was yesterday when I was at the club. I had my live stream of Spark Nightclub. 350 people last night. It was crazy. And some guy writes me, he goes, "Hi, Mr. Dolgoff. I got to say, I admire that you have time for everything. How do you do that? Partying and starting up companies at the same time." Never talked to this guy.
Who is he?
And it was really cool. This guy, Tran Peter. I don't know. He's from Vietnam, but he lives in the U.S.
Okay.
And like I thought like that was cool, right? Because now I don't really drink too much now. I'm trying to be more responsible. I see the vision. I see the opportunity, and that excites me, right? I have a team that's fucking amazing, right? And like so it's cool, I think. But you have to. We talk about this. You have to have fun too. Because I got to remember why did I do this? Why did I start my own thing? To enjoy it, right? You got to make sure that your job doesn't control your life. And if it does, you got to make sure you love your job, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm working hard, but everybody has a different path. You can sit here and you can automate stuff and do very well for yourself. It's different how everybody wants. So for me, I love it. I work my ass off now, but I really do love it. Cool, but I just want to keep meeting cool people, doing cool things, helping people out, and I think kind of what goes around comes around, and you pay it forward. So
okay, I have a really important question for you.
How
do you feel about ghosts?
Ghosts. I don't think about ghosts.
So you've never seen one?
No. Ex-girlfriend ghosts, I feel like sometimes sneak around. But no, I've never seen a ghost.
What do you think?
But I think they're out there for sure.
Yeah?
I think they're out there. But it's never kind of crossed my path. Aliens too, same kind of thing. I think that's all out there, but I haven't been out there to
You've never seen an alien. I've never seen an alien.
No.
I've never seen a ghost either. But like, if any ghosts are watching right now, I'm definitely open to it.
Yeah.
And
you hear weird noises. I think it makes you think. But I think, of course, the world's huge, right? The universe is huge. There has to be other things in spirit and
so a lot. Do you ever think about that Brown and Brothers?
Brown Brothers?
Brown Brothers.
It's funny.
You think about that? You talk to them, people, so they see you on the internet, and you're fucking at the club in Vietnam with your posse of women.
Oh yeah,
and they're like, Jesus fuck.
Yeah, I know. My best friend back home, Mike Punjatori, we used to work together, and
is he still there?
He's still in Boston, but he's not at Brown Brothers. We work together. We both quit at the same time, but he sees those people because he lives around them, and he still says like, "Oh, these guys will see they'll say stuff about you like, oh, I see Ben in Vietnam, or I see." So but it's not a competition at the end of the day, right? We all have a chance, right? But you good?
We're good.
You're gonna be happy on it.
So today you are printing out 50,000 copies.
30,000.
30,000
for this edition, 2-month edition, and then August, September, another 30,000.
So you got to go back. I hear your hand rolling.
Yeah, man, dude, I print, but it works. But print, man. But yeah, 30,000 copies, which I'm really excited about.
And you're not paying for it.
No, I got sponsors, but I gotta make sure there's no errors in it.
Great.
So, but I'm excited about this. And I admire what you're doing too, man.
Checking 30. You have to look through 30,000 of these.
Yeah, no. I
hope
not. I'm not looking at it. They have some automation. All my interns. But no, man, I appreciate it. And what you're doing here too is really cool. Like you do crazy shit. You're in a new country. Yeah. Doing good stuff with affiliate marketing. So I admire that.
Dude. Well, thanks for watching. So if you want to, Thirsty Thursdays.
Yes, Redbook. Redbookvn.com.
Hit up Ben
Facebook.com.
on Facebook.
Ben Dolgoff. Dolgoff.
I guess I'll have some links somewhere.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe.
I haven't figured this out.
You haven't got that far. Press this button right here.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Cool.
Goodbye. You crack me up, dude. Oh, fuck.